Hi everyone. For this video, we will go to task data manipulation, which is database. All right. So this is for task. This is for paper 2, and in this video, we focus on a past year October November 2020. So, class, if you remember, the first thing that you have to do is you have to prepare the evidence document where you have to place all the screenshots inside. So, you may open first the files evidence document, which is you have created and saved before, which is N220 evidence followed by your candidate number .docx. So, you can open that file first. Then we will jump to our task 3, which is database. So class, for task 3 database, the software that you are going to use is Microsoft Access. And when you receive this task, please remember the first thing that you have to do is to open a blank Access first before you open or import the file. Please remember that whenever you receive, quickly open the Microsoft Access blank Access database. Then you save your file in source file folder. So let's do that first. So I am going to open the Access now. Click blank database. Do not click create yet. If you click create, by default, it will save inside the document folder, not your source file folder. So you have to place first where you want to save your work. So I will save inside my folder, the source file folder. The naming doesn't matter, just for your reference only. Now you will see the path, the file path change, this is your source file folder, and you will save inside here. Then you can click create now. So the table one we are not using, we have our own table to import. Click close here. All right. Next. Now, step number 18. Using a suitable database package, import the file n220score.csv. So class, it says import, not open. Please do not open it. It's import. So what is the step to import the file? You have to remember the step. So step to import the data is actually go to the external data, then new data source, from file, and text file. So please remember this step. Okay, so let's go. External data, new data source, from file, text file. Do not choose Excel, choose text file because .csv is a text file, not an Excel. Then browse the document. So the file that we need to import is score.csv. So remember October, November. You choose from October, November. Click OK. Okay, here in the first view, you do not have to do anything. Next. Here, please remember to take the first row contain the field name so that the first row become the field name. Right, you tick here, or else if you didn't tick, right, what will happen is that when you go to next, it will change to field 1, field 2, field 3. So if this happen, means that you miss out some steps, you have to check back. So I will tick this first. Then if you see the question paper, the question paper provide you the table with the field name and the data type, which means you have to check the data type. So to check the data type, go to advanced. So let's check this one by one first. So last name until club code is a text. Let's check. So last name until club code here is a text, short text, so we no need to change anything. Age until race number is a number. So let's check. So from age, long integer is a whole number. No need to change. It is a number. KM hour double is a decimal places. So no need to change as well. Position, score, and race number is integer. So it is as well in a number. So no need to change the data type. Next, cat code is a text. And distance km is a number. So let's check here. Cat code is a text, distance km is an integer, so it's a number, so we no need to change anything here. The second thing that you need to check is the date order. It has to be follow the MY. Especially for the date, you have to ensure what you have to check in the instruction what is the order. All right. So you make sure you put in the correct order, or else you will get an import error. Click OK after you're done. Next. So primary key, let's check the primary key. So for these questions, our primary key is a race number. Primary key is a unique key that is used to identify the item. So choose my own primary key, the second option, and choose race number. Just to double check. Next. Finish. Close. So here we have first table that we have import score. And for this score, we have 772 record. Next. Step number 19, you have to import n220club.csv. So it says import. All right. And the primary key is a club code. Okay, so the same step. External data, new data source, from file, text file. That's how you import. Browse. So again, is a club. Okay. Here, no need to do anything. Next, first row contain the field names. And it says here, check with appropriate data type. So let's just quickly open advanced and check the data type. Okay, so all is correct here. Click OK. Next. Next. So primary key is a club code as mentioned in our paper. Next. Finish. So we managed to import our second table now, which is club. So we have club, and for club we have 23 record. Next. So the third file that we need to import is a group. All right, same step. And group code as a primary key. So same step. External data, new data source, from file, text file. Browse. So group. Okay. No need to do anything in the first view. Next. So tick the first row contain field name. You may check the data type. Next. Next. So the primary key again is a group code. So you click the second option and choose a group code. Next. Finish. close. So now we have a third table called group. All right, so let's close back these tables because for now we are not using it, and this is to avoid you to confuse which of the tab here that you are actually using it. So just close it. We just open what we want only. Next, for evidence number 5, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the primary key, field names, and data types for all the 3 tables. Means that you have to show the screenshot to show all this in all 3 tables. So what should we do now? Let's do it one by one. So let's start with the club first. So for the evidence that's showing the field name, data types, and a primary key, you have to go to design view. Okay, so I will write down here. You have to take in design view. There you can find the primary key and data types. So I will go to home, view, design view. So here you will see the icon key represent the primary key, the field name, and the data type. So let's take a picture of this first. And place it in your evidence document. So this is the evidence document that we have created before. So please put in the correct evidence. So for this one, you have to place in evidence number 5, step 20. So it's here. Then next, let's take a picture of the second one, group. When you take a screenshot, class, make sure you can see the table name. That is actually the evidence which of the table that you are actually screenshot. So for this one is a group. Put your evidence nicely so it's easy to check and see. Oops, sorry. It's supposed to be design view. View, design view. Okay. So we have club, we have group, and one more is a score. So remember, it's design view. So I have all the evidence for all the 3 tables, which is club, group, and score. All right. Next. Before I go to the next task, all right. If you go back to the table here, it says that the format for km hour is 2 decimal places. So the format is how it should display. All right, so let's go to the km hour for the score table and put it in 2 decimal places. So now I will close a group and club, just open the score and go to the km hour because I want to make a changes to the km hour. So I have to select the km hour field name. All right. Or else any changes that I put here, it will go to the somewhere else. So please go to the km hour first. And then we have to put the decimal places too. Right. So we done. Let's check. Save your work. All right, so let's see the km hour. Is it two decimal places or not? It's constantly or not? Okay, so after I check, I notice there's one here and some here that is not consistently applied. So what can I do to make it consistently applied is go back to design view, km hour again, and change the format to standard. Then it should work now. It should be consistently applied. Now, if you check all the km hour, is consistently have two decimal places now. All right. So remember, is a standard and two. Okay. Next. All right. Step 21. Create one-to-many relationships. All right. Between which table? Between the club code inside the club table and club code inside the score table. And then you have to create a relationship between the group code in the group table and the cat code inside the score table. So the table that we are going to use is club, score, and group, all the three table. All right. Okay, so whenever the questions ask you to create the relationships, these are actually the steps that you have to remember. Database tools, relationship. All right, so let's do, you can close this first. Okay, now database tools, relationship. There you go. All right, so you will have a window to ask to add a table. Let's say during the exam when you go to the relationships and then there's no windows to add a table. So how to add? Click add tables here. Then you will have a table. That is the first thing. How to fixing the error. Let's say if you accidentally add um table that is not related. Let's say I accidentally click twice, which is I have score and score one, and then how to remove the table that I not needed is how you just right click here and hide table. That is the way. Okay, all right. Now let's add all the three tables here. There you go. If the field name is too long, you can actually expand. Just move your cursor to the box until you see up and down arrow. Then you can expand it to make your job easier. Okay, now it's club to score table. All right, so I will put club this side and score this side. Then I will draw the line from club code to club code. So when you want to make a line, you click your mouse, hold your mouse, and drag it to the club code inside the table, inside the score table. Then you release your mouse. Click, hold, drag, release. Remember that. Then click create. All right, let's do for another one. Okay, it's group code to cat code in the score table. All right, so group code to cat code. So click, hold, drag, and release. Click create. All right, then next. Place in your evidence document the screenshot to show the types of relationship between these tables. So how to take a screenshot? And which view that you have to take a screenshot, you double click on the line. It has to be on the line. If let's say like when you click okay, let's say like you click and then you didn't get anything, just close back. Go to the line, exactly on the line, then you can get the tables. All right, so let's take a screenshot of this and put it in our evidence number 6. So it's here. This, and we have to paste one more. Okay. Because you have two lines, two relationships. So that's why you have to take choice. All right. Then I'll make it more nicer. So I'll just push a step 1 to 21 to evidence 6. Maybe later you double check. Okay. There. So this is your evidence 6. Next. Now, enter the following data in a new record as a new record inside the score table. Means that all this data you have to insert in a score table. All right, so let's do that. First of all, let's click OK here and close the relationship. Make sure you save your work. Then, so let's open the score table. All right. So, and to add a new record, you have to go to down here instead of you scrolling down, because it might be a lot. Sometimes maybe 2,000 records. So it's waste your time to scroll down one by one. So the easiest and the fastest way that you can do is you go down here and then you click on new blank record. You will see the yellow star down here. All right, click. Now you have a place to add a record. This one means that if you look at the symbol, the star, and then the empty space is actually waiting for you to add the record. All right. Later, Susan. All right, then next. So for this task is a 2 marks. Next, okay, this is a very crucial part, class. You have to produce a report. Okay, so class, remember when the questions ask you to produce a report, right? There are 4 steps that you have to follow in order to do this task. Please memorize it. Okay, now the first step should be create the query wizard. Second, filter the criteria. Third, add a field name. Some questions ask you to add a field name. Some questions did not. So if the questions ask, you have to do this step. If the question didn't ask, you can just jump to step number 4 and create a report wizard. All right, so let's do that one by one, and let's do the first step first, create a query wizard. So close this first, create query wizard, simple query wizard. Okay, now we have to choose the field name, but what field name that we need to choose? Here, check the question paper. So usually the field name is in italic, right? So this is the field name that we have to choose. Last name, first name, gender, age, race, and so on. So let's do that. Last name, first name, gender. So I couldn't find gender here. So let's check from another table. So it's inside the group. Age, race, number. So it's not age is not there. So I find it back in the score. Age, race number, km hour, distance km, club name, position. All right. Okay. Now, for the total time, you do not have to add. No need to add. Because why? It's a new field name that you have to create. So for now, it's actually not exist yet. You are going to create it. So no need to choose a total time for now. All right. Next. Next, so what is the title for your query? It is suggest, encourage to use the same name with your table, with your report so that you will not confuse. So our name for your query will be MTB marathon result. So this is a title. Okay. Usually it will be bold text. All right. Click finish. Now we have our records now. Now, we finish our first step, create a query wizard. Now, we go to the second step, which is filter the criteria. Where you need to filter the criteria? In a design view, right? Okay. So, which of the criteria class we need to filter is this? Okay, so usually you will see in the dash, all right? So we need to filter the club name, include the text MTB, the age is 20 or more, and distance km is 50 or 75. So for this question, class, let's do it one by one. Club name, when you see it says includes or contain text MTB, it means that you need to use asterisk. All right. If it's exact word, you just have to type MTB. But for this case, it says include means that anything, any word that have MTB. All right. So for that task, what we need to do, we put star MTB star. Why we are using star? Because star means 0 or more character, or in a simple word, 0 or more word. So if I put before and after, means that you can have a word before MTB or 0 word before MTB or text. All right. And 0 word or text after MTB or 0 word or text after MTB. All right. Next, for age 20 or more. So for 20 or more, you do not write the full sentence. You just have to use a symbol. So which is more and equal, because including the 20. And then for distance, 50 or 75. So let's put that in our field, in our design view. Now, MTB marathon results, home view, design view. Okay, let's do that one by one. I will close this at tables as I am not using it. So first thing is a club name. Put in the criteria row. So this is the club name. Make sure you put in the correct field name. Star. MTB star. After that, it's a age. More and equal 20. Then it's a distance km. So here 50 or 75. 5. Class, to avoid you doing a mistake, all right? Let's say I make a mistake here, all right? And when I make a mistake, I go to run. Okay, wait. Let's say I put like this. Okay. And then when I run or I go to datasheet view, I have nothing because I did make a mistake. Means that I filtered it wrongly and you didn't get anything. To avoid you to do less mistake, right? You do it one by one, not do all three together. So at least if you do it one by one, you know which part that you are wrong. And if let's say there are part or the criteria that you do not know how to filter, at least you have some mark rather than you have nothing. So please remember that tips. All right. So I'll put back change to all. Now I managed to have my record, which is out of 700 records that we have just now, we only have 40 record after we filter. All right, so this will end up print out just 1 or 2 or 3 pages. If you print out more than 10 pages, means that you have a mistakes there, or you didn't filter the criteria properly. Next. So we finished the second step. Now it's time for us to do the third step, which is add a field name. So for these questions, it do ask us to add a field name, which is the field name that we have to add is a total time. All right, so let's look at this sentence. It contains the new field name called total time, which is calculated at the runtime. This field will multiply. So this is the formula. Multiply the km hour by the distance and then divide by 1440. So this is the formula to get the value of a total time. So let's write down the formula first. Km hour multiply with the distance km. And divide 1440. So class, km hour and the distance is actually the value that you want to retrieve from the table. So you have to put inside a square bracket. So km hour inside square bracket, you see, open and close square bracket. And then distance km also you need to put a square bracket. So open and close. Not you put open here and then the close here. It's every single, each of the field name, you need to put a square bracket. Remember that. Next, you put a colon before the formula. Instead of usually in mathematics, we're using equal, right? But for this access, we're using colon double dot. To get the double dot, you have to click shift and colon. If you just click colon, you will get semicolon, then you will have a problem there. Okay, now total time. So this is the formula that you have to write inside your design view. Same, it's a design view to add this. Okay. All right. Now, view, design view. So go to the last field name here and then put it beside the empty space here. Just the same row in the field name and add the formula. You can expand to see all the formula that you have written. Okay, then run to see. So I have my total time now here. Why it is displayed in a H symbol? It's just because you have your character is too long. You just have to expand and then you can see your number here. Next. It says here, after that, you have to format this field to HH, sorry. HHMMSS. So means that the number just now you have to change to this format. How to do that? All right, now let's go to design view. Currently, it's not in hour, minute, and second. It's just in the decimal places like this. So we have to change. Go to design view. Put your cursor to the total time. Go to the property sheet. Right. Go to the format here. And type the word HHMMSS. There we go. Run. Now you have something like this now. Okay. Next. So we managed to do all three. So it's time for us to do the step number 4, which is create a report wizard. So let's create our report. Okay, create. You can close this. If not, you're confused. Close first. Yes. Now create report wizard. So we choose query MTB marathon result because just now we did the query for our report, right? So choose this one. Move everything because we did everything already. Just have to move. And next, here make sure you choose all in the same group, means that no groups. If you choose club, it has a 2 different group. You choose group, it has 2 different group. Make sure you choose all the one that together. Next, here the sort. You can sort. Now sort, check the question paper where you can find the word sorts. So it says here, sort ascending order of club name, then ascending order of the position. You must follow the order. If it says club name, you have to do club name first, not the position first. If not, you will get a different answer. So ascending order of club name and ascending order of position. So club name, ascending, position, ascending. So both ascending. Next, okay, here layout tabular, because why? It's mentioned clearly here, it's a tabular report, and the orientation is landscape, page orientation of landscape. Okay, title, we are going to use this title. Then, so we have our report now. Next, it's time for us to rearrange, follow the order. Which order? It's this order. Last name, first name, gender. So you have to rearrange, follow this order. To rearrange, follow this order, you need to go to the layout view. Okay. Close the print preview first. Go to view, layout view. You can close this property sheet as you are not using it. Alright, so I am in my layout view now. I have to move the last name first. So I don't have a space to put my last name. What can I do is I select the club name. Press the CTRL button on your keyboard to select together with the data. You just select one, all will be selected. Then you can minimize. Now, I will use the keyboard, not mouse, keyboard left and right to move it. If you use mouse, you might accidentally go to up, down, left, right, which is, it's not nice. Your view will be not nice and you may tend to do a mistake. So my suggestion is to use a keyboard. All right, use left and right. It's easier to do like that. And make sure it's not overlap or else you will get confused. Like now, I put my club name. Suddenly my club name has no data here. This is because of the gender hide my club name. So I select the gender and minimize it so that I can see my club name. There you go. Now let's do this quickly. Make sure all the data are visible when you resize your um, field name and the data. You see left and right arrow, then you resize. Make sure you put inside the dotted line boundary, or else right, when you print out, it will go, the value here will go to the next page, and then your printout will be not nice. So I'm done. Next. Okay. Your MTB marathon result should be black, 30 point, and serif. Serif means that you have to use Times New Roman font, and all the letters should be visible. So for this task, you need to go to the design view. Home, view, design view. So select your MTB result until you have an orange outline, and you can go to format, change to 30. You can type and change to black color. Text. This is text color. And expand it so that all the word visible. And as you can see, some of the text is hidden. You push this down and expand it. Alright, then so next things we have to do is has your name, center number, and candidate number in the footer. So it doesn't mention whether every page or not. So it's up to your choice. But it's mentioned here every page. Means that you need to have you need to go to the page footer to get every page. So go to the report label. All right, so let's add your name, candidate numbers, everything here. Okay. Okay. Page footer for the every page, and then this is very important because when you print out, you should have your name here. So this is, if you print out but you don't have your name, the invigilator cannot give you the paper because it's not a it's no proof that the paper is belong to you. Now we are done everything actually. You just have to save your work and print your report and make sure you have your name, set number, and candidate number before you print out. So let's save. And before you print out, go check in a print preview. All right. So you go down here and you have 2 pages. You can click here to see all the pages. All right. So we are done with this task now. Next task, step 24. Still same, you need to do the report. All right. So produce a tabular report. So again, when the questions ask you to produce a report, the step that you have to follow is actually there are 4 steps, which is create query, second filter criteria, next field name, fourth report. Remember this step. Okay, so let's do that now. So let's close this since we are done. Oh, don't forget to print out. You go to again print preview just now and print out. Okay, so done with that. Then create query wizard, simple query. So what field name that we need to choose, class? If the questions ask you to choose the field name, make sure you choose from table, not the query. Okay, please be careful on that. Now, first, what the field name that we have to choose? It's here. Position, first name, last name, club name, county, distance, km. So let's do that. Make sure, again, find it from the original table. Choose from table, not from query. So always find the position from the query, from the table. Table score. Position, first name, last name. Okay, first name inside the score. Score table, last name inside the score. Club name, county, and distance. So club name inside the club table. County inside club table. And last one again is distance km. Inside the score table. Next, the title. Winning member club as a title. Finish. Next. Second step, filter the criteria. We are done with the first step. Now, first step we done. Second step, filter the criteria. So this is the criteria that we have to filter. So how to do that? For position is why you just type 1 in the criteria. For does not include can, you can put this, the angle bracket can. Or you may just use not can, up to your choice. So go to the design view. So the position is 1 just now, and the county is not can. Means that other than can. They don't want to see can. So it's the exact word. You don't need no need to use asterisk. There you go. Let's run and see the result. So out of 700, we managed to have 35 records only. Finish the first step. Then let's go to the next steps. Add a field name. But for these questions, we didn't see any field name to add, right? So we can skip and go to create a report now. Report wizard. Yes, you have to save your query. Choose a winning member club query. This is the reason why I want you to put with the same name as a title of your report so that you will not confuse by choosing another field name. So we're choosing winning member club because this is for report winning member club. Move everything. Next. Make sure all together. Next. Next. So let's check what we need to sort. Descending order of Kanti only. Next. So it's tabular or columnar. It's tabular and the orientation is a portrait. Next. Okay, the title will be just now using the same name. Finish. All right, there you go. So now you have two report now. One, the MTB marathon, which is the what we did just now. And this is the current report that we did. Okay. You see, we have tables, we have queries, we have reports here. So now we have everything. Only 2 pages we managed to have. Okay, close the print preview. Next, after you done is that rearrange the layout, follow this order. So to rearrange, go to the layout view. Okay, so we need to put the position, first name, last name first. So then club name, Kanti, distance km. Make sure all the data are visible. You have to scroll actually to see if the data are visible or not, fully visible or not. Okay, I'm done with rearrange. Let's go to the next instructions. Fits on a single page, one page, only everything. Okay, now calculate the average distance and you have to put it below the distance km and format as an integer, the whole number. So to do that, you go to the layout view. Okay. This you can actually use layout view and design view. But if design view, you have to memorize the it's depend on the questions and you have to memorize on the formula. So I will go to layout view now. Okay, this is actually my layout view. Okay, so I have to put below the distance km, the average, right? So you just have to select the data because we want to count now. If you put together with the field name, how to count the text? You select the number. Okay. Then go to the design or report layout design, go to the totals here and get the average. Then if you scroll down here, you will see your average. So you select the average, open the property sheet. Whenever you want to change decimal places or any formatting, you can go to property sheets and then go to the format. We have to change to the integer. So let's put decimal places 0, and the format is the standard, so that we will have consistent data. This is only for the number only. Currency is a different. So now we have 51, which is the integer. Next, you need to place a label. Right, label average race distance to the left of this value, which is that beside the value, you need to put average race distance. To put that, we have to do no choice. We do in the design view. Okay. Next, go to view, design view. So this is actually our average just now, the one that you have 50 or 51 just now. Make sure it's fully visible because later you need to take a screenshot of this formula. And make sure it's also below the distance cam. Alright, then go to the design or report design, click the label. Do not choose text box. If text box, text box is used to request for a value when you want to put a field name and some value to be added. If you just want to display the message, choose label. Okay, you move your cursor until you have a guideline. You can see label. Click. So, is the average race distance. Alright, so if you want to make it fully visible, you can just expand this up and down. Then select this until orange color. Expand a bit. Then move up. Use your cursor. Okay, done. Next. This is very important. Has your name, center number, candidate number on the report. It doesn't mention anywhere, up to your choice. So we just put it in every page lah. Click here. Let me minimize this first. And add a label and put here. Name, our center number, and our candidate number. Done. So let's check the result before you print out. So we have done everything, save and print your report. So which mean you save your work here, and then before you print out, go to view, print preview to see everything's okay. We only have one page here, and then you will see average distance. It's our 51 is not fall below the distance. Let's check. Okay. All right. So let's put it below first. I'm going to close and go to the design view and move this here and move this here. Let's see. Okay, now it's better. Okay, now you can click print after you're done. Okay. Next. So we're done with the printout. Next, evidence number 7, you need to take a screenshot showing the formula just now, which means you have to go to the design view. And this is your design view now. So take a picture of this. And place it in evidence number 7. There you go. Next. See, 10 marks. Okay, now 25. Export the report created in step 24 as a PDF. So they didn't give you a name, just an appropriate name only. So what you do, it's very easy. So you just have to go to the winning member club. This one step 24, which is step 24 is a winning member club lah. So select on the report here, right click, export PDF, right? Put inside your source file folder. Please check the path here. You are in the correct place or not. Okay. Then publish. Then okay, close. Then so now please in your evidence document screenshot to show that you export your file, the proof that you actually export your file and together with the file type. Just go to your file explorer. This is your work. What you import just now. Expand the type. We are going to show this now. So you may take a screenshot of this. Okay. And put it inside your evidence document. Evidence number 8. Alright. Alright, so we are done with our task database. Task 4 Milmersh is not in your syllabus now, okay? Alright. Until 25 finish. So don't forget, for this task, there are 3 things that you need to print out. You print out just now the report, print out the second report, and also don't forget to print out your evidence document as well, because this is your mark. Okay. All right. I think that's all. Thank you, class, for your patience, and see you next time.